talking to Mike McCarthy the other day about many guys on this team overlooked in the first time he mentioned was Scott Wells. And on first down, here is Grant. Just to get to the 50-yard line with Matt Flynn now at quarterback for Green Bay.
Yeah, I think the guy they're going to talk about next week is T.J. Lang and the job that he's doing on the outside with this offensive line. This was a major question coming into the game. McCarthy definitely had the feeling that he was going to have to leave some help over there on that side, and yet no sacks in the ball game whatsoever for this Packers offensive line. Josh Sitton coming back from injury, Evan Dietrich-Smith filling in, Marshall Newhouse, a nice job, and of course, just talking about Scott Wells. Very impressive performance tonight.
2nd and 1. Well, we saw Glenn last year. He played in that Sunday night game after Rodgers had sustained a concussion the prior week against Detroit. And he turned in a pretty good performance that night in Foxborough. That was a great game until the very end. And Matt Flynn's the kind of guy that he gets an audition here, and teams around the league are going to look at this guy, and he may wind up with a pretty good free agent contract at some point.
And that could be. I think that was the last game that the Packers lost, right?
It was.
On the streak?
Before last week.
It was, right?
And then for Sunday night in Foxborough, for the Dan Connolly run back for New England, took the ball in that game. He'll be here for running back.
Zach Bowman took over for Jim Jennings at the quarterback spot, and they left him alone a lot of one-on-one coverage on the outside. He was feeding on 2 slants and 1 little fade spot on the outside. But really, you can't expect a whole lot more than that when you have the MVP of the league, Aaron Rodgers, throwing the football. You just have to sort of pick your poison out here. Eventually, somebody's going to get one-on-one, and James Jones on this team is really the 3rd or 4th threat, so you got to try to play him in main coverage. But tonight, James Jones is great.
He's Brandon Shane, the number 3 running back. He just took into the years, the 41-yard line. So it's the rookie out of Ohio State.
Well, we talked a little bit about Henry Melton earlier in the game. Right here, watch the run-through. The speed, the former running back, remember we were talking about that? Looks like a running back there. Now up to 290 pounds. Very impressive young player. They think that so much of the key to this Bears defense is having that guy playing that Tommy Harris position that you alluded to earlier. They think they found him.
I mean, at 350.